Hey there, hey, and thank you for tuning in to this Thursday pod of Born to Be a Star. Today is another day and another opportunity for you to recognize your star power. And every day we have to take a moment, we have to take a second, a minute, an hour, whatever, maybe not an hour. We have to take a moment and we have to look in the mirror and we have to recognize the reflection that we're looking at. And we have to learn to love what we're seeing. Even if you've got bags under your eyes because you get work like a slave like I do, and you feel like you don't have a life because you spend all your time at your job, and outside of that you have a very seldom amount of time to do anything else with. Letting that all go, I still look in the mirror and I see my reflection and I love who I see. I've had to learn to love myself because if I don't, no one else will. So this is something that we're learning to do every day. We are looking at the reflection that we are seeing and we're reflecting on where we've been and where we're going to next in our stardom journey. We are trying to start off our days by saying to ourselves, yes, we can. Yes, we can change our minds. Yes, we can start something new. Yes, we can try something different. Yes, we can decide we want our new favorite color to be yellow. Yes, we can decide we want to get rid of the lemon in the driveway and get something new. Yes, we can decide instead of having a parking lot, we want a driveway. And we're finally tired of having all these neighbors and we want our own damn house to blast the video games as loud as we want to. And we don't want any neighbors bugging us, right? Yes, we can decide we want to go travel where we want to. Yes, we can decide that we want to try this new restaurant out. Whatever the case may be, we should be saying to ourselves, yes, we can. Whether it's chess, whether it's a saxophone, whether it's a violin, whether we're learning how to sit, to knit or sew, or tweeze our own eyebrows. The idea should be, yes, we can. Following the idea of yes, we can is the idea of never giving up. Because how can you believe in yourself or anyone else and be willing to give up on them? If you don't persevere through the difficulty, through the bad news from the doctor, the bad news from your job, not getting that promotion, not making partner, if you don't persevere from the fact that the doctor told you you're never going to have kids again, but maybe you can still try. If you don't persevere from the fact that you got a flat tire, now you're going to have to figure out how you're going to get the tire fixed because you don't have AAA, right? Your mom told you she's sick. Your uncle lost something very important, or your best friend is having surgery and you don't know if they're going to make it. Whatever the case may be, whatever the bad news may be, maybe the roommate you got assigned and your new dorm room sucks, right? And you're stuck with somebody you don't like, or you majored in something that you really don't know if you like at school, or you don't even know if you like the school. It looked okay and now you are starting to realize that it might not be for you, right? Whatever the case may be, we should still be telling ourselves, yes, we can try these things. And we should still be telling ourselves, no, we're never going to give up. That's the second part of the mantra, right? You're never going to give up. I just made an entire list of bad possible things. But all the bad possible things are things we can get through together, right? We shouldn't be giving up on ourselves. We should be willing to persevere. We should be willing to push forward. We should be willing to be the listener in a bad situation. We should be willing to be the voice of reason in a difficult, horrible experience. The idea of saying never give up is understanding that the men and women that serve for the country you live are protecting you from death. And I'm going to take a moment of silence to say thank you to all those serving to protect me and my family. Red, white, and blue. Till we die. Moving on from that, let's get to the why not today, because procrastination and indecisiveness doesn't get you anywhere. So, how long are you going to wait to paint that wall in the living room? Why are we waiting till we have available time when we don't ever have any available time? When are we going to move? When are we finally going to move, right? When? When are we going to go look at the numbers to see if we could get a house? When are we going to sit down and look at all the options that are available? When are you going to get rid of that rust bucket lemon that you have in the driveway that doesn't work correctly? What is stopping you from, I don't know, reading your emails and checking your text messages and being responsive with your doctor's appointments and organizing your life correctly? Why aren't you getting the dishwasher fixed that hasn't worked in 2 weeks? What's up with the fact that the washing machine in the basement's been making this clink noise and you don't know how to fix it? And if your car needs an oil change, I'm sorry. Even though my dad taught me how to do oil changes, I'm not trying to do that with my car. I know how to do it, but that doesn't mean I want to. And I love, that I know how to do it, but I recognize that I'm probably not the best person to be doing that, and I'm not going to trust myself with that. So instead of me taking the time to go get the oil from, AutoZone, I'm just going to call up the Volkswagen dealership and make an appointment to get the oil changed the old-fashioned way with the people at the Volkswagen place, not me. So there's that. Moving on from the why not today, let's not forget the most important part of the why not today. The aliens are going to come eat us. The invasion of the body snatchers is going to happen soon. And don't we want to do the things that are important before the aliens come decide to snack on us? I feel like we should. Moving on from that, let us get to something I can't wait to talk about today. Let us get to the headlines with no media allowed, no media allowed, no media allowed. Because they lie to us anyway. So the VP pick is a horrible pick for Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris is a horrible pick for the presidency. They picked a really bad smelling lemon, like a real tart. It's not gonna happen. Now, I, like many others, can see the light beyond the darkness here. She doesn't have any talking points. She has not done an interview since the moment we found out that she was running for president. And I gotta tell you, if I was a Democrat, if I was a lefty, if I was a progressive, I'd be fucking mad right now because no one has heard her talk about anything. She is word salads full of nothing. She spent an entire 3.5 years talking about school buses, Venn diagrams, and talking to people at a BET Awards show about how she couldn't wait to talk to them. She lied about Joe Biden. She was in the room on many of these conversations signing off on this insanity. And they think that people are okay with some guy from Minnesota that destroyed Minneapolis. Like we haven't seen the destruction of that man, pretending like he served and he did not. Pretending like he was a head coach and he was not. Pretending like he accomplished something and he did not. Why do they get away with all this crap? Now, I'm not saying you should remain frustrated. I'm not saying that you should be irritated, but I am saying that maybe we should be able to call this out for what it is. A failure. It's a failure. It's not working, and it's a failure. They're not speaking to the people. They're speaking to nobody. How exactly is this going to work? You've got two of the same person running together. And it's kind of hilarious, right? This man made up a background, and he made up that he's center of the middle. He's a moderate. He's not moderately anything except for insane. And he's not moderately insane. He's completely insane. Okay? I'm not just trying to insult people because it's fun, even though I do like doing that. And I'm not going to lie to you about it. This guy's crazy. And Kamala Harris completely destroyed California with Gavin Newsom. And now she's trying to travel around the United States to get some attention. I'm still not sure that, Gavin Newsom doesn't have a plan here. The DNC is at a couple of, not that far away. And could they be willing to be holding on to another secret option that we can't see? Because Kamala Harris is not who you want as the front man for anything. So I don't know where this is going, but we're going to wait and see. I just think that American middle class and the working class of the United States of America is tired of the shit. I'm tired of hearing about them taxing corporations, which they're not going to do. I'm tired of hearing about them doing all these things that they're not going to do. But they want to continuously give things away for free for people that do not deserve it. How are there people with food stamp cards with $7,000? Why are these illegal aliens getting all these handouts? Why are they giving them Visa gift cards when they get here? Where the fuck is my Visa gift card? I live here. Where's my handout? Oh, you're not going to give it to me because I work at a job. Oh, that's right. If I'm a part of the working class, you don't want to give me anything. But if I'm a bum with my handout, you'll be willing to give me anything. How does that work? Right? How? That's a question. And do we have an answer for it? I don't know. The headlines are, they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes so you can't see what's happening. And the answer to that is, when's the last time Kamala did an interview? The answer is she hasn't. The question is, what has this Tim Watts guy told the truth about? The answer is nothing. This is who we're running against. They're trying to have me, you, us, they, and them fight against each other about race and sexuality. And this is not about race, and this is not about sexuality. This is about the fact that the Democrats are destroying America, and America is the center of the world. And everything is on fire. That's it. Those are the headlines. Hillary Clinton, Jill, Joe, Bill, Obama, Michelle, Kamala, Doug, Tim and his ugly wife that he can't hug correctly, the guy that has really awkward body movements, right? Shaking his wife's hand. Okay. Very weird. These are the people that are attacking the United States of America, and America better wake up. That's the headlines. Moving on from that, let's get to what I actually typed here. Msdnc has a bunch of morons that they're pretending that are journalists on that channel, and they're not, and we all know they aren't. Like Joy Behar, and I've had extensive conversations about her, complete douchebag. Like, this woman is on TikTok just spitting all this rigorous bullshit, and she's completely insane. And she's not pretty, she's not nice, and she's not anyone entertaining. So who's listening to her? I wonder. Like, do they actually have a brain in their head? I don't know. Who would want to listen to a person like this? The truth is, the real media doesn't exist anymore, and you can get your media from other people outside of just Fox, right? You can listen to Tucker, you can listen to Ben Shapiro, you can listen to Daily Wire, you can listen to Dan Bongino, Dinesh D'Souza. There's so many voices out here, right? Just, you could listen to Megyn Kelly. You could listen to all the other independent voices that exist for conservative, Christian, Republican views and ideologies. And you don't have to be trapped just listening to MSDNC because it's on TV. There's times where I disagree with Fox. Like when they were hyping up that journalist that got attacked in Russia. I don't really see why we're spending all this time giving him attention. He went there for a story, and he got exactly what he was looking for. Why this signifies a reaction to me is confusing. It's Russia, right? Like you're putting yourself in the fire, you're gonna get burnt, and that is what happened to him. Glad he's home, but he should have just never went there to begin with. That's it. That's the only option I can think of. But I still like Fox, and I still watch it every day. And I went on a tangent, and I had a mental meltdown about Ben Shapiro with Candace Owens, and I didn't like it. But I've recognized, listening to some of the other voices that I listen to, I like the way that Daily Wire sounds better than a lot of other things. So I'm venturing back into it. I just like the structure better. For me personally, I just agree with that. I don't agree when Ben and some of the other voices go on their tangents and they do the whole Jewish thing and they don't want to answer questions. I'm not saying that Israel is above everything and Jewish views and Jewish principles are above everything, because I don't agree with that either. I just like the structure better of Daily Wire, if that makes sense. And I don't know if I want to go on locals, and maybe I will, but I also like Tucker Carlson. The reality of it and the denial of it is the media is dying, and they have nothing to hold on to. And you know why they're dying? Because they weren't telling the truth anyways, and no one's listening to a lie. Who asked for their opinions? Like, literally, the guy that's running for the vice president for the Democratic Party had a snitch brigade where he would tell on people because they did things that they weren't supposed to do during COVID. Remember when Nancy Pelosi went to get her fucking hair done, but she told everybody else to stay in the house? I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That. Why do we keep getting to hear the opinions of these crooked-ass Democratic politicians, or the rhinos, the dinos, and all these elderly-ass people that have been in politics their entire lives that don't have shit to show? These people that are power-hungry and they cling to everything, right? Why do we have to listen to them? Why do they provide their opinions and they're not asked for? I'm going to say some things right now, and you might not like them, but I'm still going to say them because this is an opinion part of the podcast, right? That's what it is. I don't care about people that are unfortunate, that are living in peculiar situations. I don't really care about poor people. I don't care about, like people that don't have access to education. I don't care about people that are living in poverty, and I don't care about people that are homeless. To an extent, the one thing I say I will care about is homeless veterans, because I don't understand how a man or a woman could sacrifice their lives to protect me and my family and everybody else that lives in this country, yet they're on the street. That I can't understand. But let me explain what I just said to you so you understand what I'm saying. I have worked really hard in my life to get where I am. And I'm going to have to work even harder to get even further up higher than I want to be right now, right? I have clear expectations for myself, for me to provide a life to my children the way a child is supposed to have a life, right? My goals and my aspirations are far beyond the sky's limit. And that's the way it should be. Instead of us sitting trying to see what we can get for free, why don't we stand and bust our ass and see what we can get for hard work, right? Why do I have to spend my time worrying about some bum that doesn't have a job, or these welfare queens and kings that want handouts from the government and food stamps, and they want to pretend like they don't have ability to get up and go to work? Or they want to get these part-time jobs at Amazon and they want to get all this free money out of the government. I don't get any of that. The government isn't giving me anything. None of it. Not a damn thing. Okay. Why is it I have to feel bad about that? That somebody's not surviving. Do you think anybody feels bad about me? They don't. So when I'm hearing Kamala or Joe or the lunatic vice president talk about how he wants to make it legal for illegal aliens to vote, I'm just like, really, dude? Nobody asked you for your fucking opinion, so shut up. And they want to use that example of what I gave you for themselves, but they don't get to do that. Moving on from that, pledging the flag, because the only flag that should be flown in the United States of America is the American flag, not the Ukrainian flag, not the gay flag, the American flag. We're not in any other country. I'm tired of these foreign fucking people coming into America, bringing all their baggage with them from foreign countries. This is America. It's not Taiwan. We're not in Africa, okay? We're in America. This is not Jamaica. This is not Japan. It is America. It's not Ireland. It's not Italy. It's not Russia. It's not Germany. It's America. It's not UK. It's not Australia. It's not any of these countries. It's America. Now, if you want to go to those countries, if you want to go to Peru, if you want to go to Cuba, if you want to go to any of these places, right? If you want to go to Switzerland, if you want to go to the UK or any of these places, then by all means, get on a plane and go there. If you want to travel to China, have fun. But stop trying to make the United States of America this unlimited melting pot where it begins to not recognize its own self, its own values, and its own principles. I'm getting tired of the fact that all these immigrants get to come from these other fucking countries, not recognizing that you come here and you have to acquiesce to American values and principles. And if you don't do that, go back where you came from. This is not an open book for us to just allow all these people in here without giving them the rules. We're not doing that. I don't know. Moving on from that, we should pledge the flag, the American flag. That was the point I was making. This isn't a million other countries. It's America. Guns don't shoot themselves. So when Kamala and the vice president, the fake vice president that she's running with, says that the gun should be used the way it was used when he was doing his service, which he didn't do, when they try to pretend like writing policy is going to fix the gun problem, realize they're trying to take away your right. And we've talked about that on The Matrix already. We've had an extensive conversation about the fact that guns don't shoot themselves, but they don't. So when they're trying to bring policy into that conversation, laugh at them. Literally, laugh. Moving on from that, let's get to red or blue, they're coming for you, the Matrix. We're going deep into this layer of the Matrix here. I want to bring you to the apartment in the kitchen. We're about to get a cookie from the nice lady here. And she's about to tell Neo everything that's about to happen. Brace yourself for your life, for unexpected things to arise, for things not to maybe go the way you wanted them or planned. Brace yourself for the fact that you might not move forward the way you wanted to. You might be stuck in a situation at a job where you feel like you're never going to break away, or you feel trapped in a relationship or a setting, or you think you're never going to get out of that apartment and ever get a house, or you think you're never going to find the right job because it doesn't exist. Brace yourself for life, right? Because there's no way to understand what's going to come. There's no way to predict it. There is no button. We have no way of understanding how things are going to happen that we can't see. Now, we can prepare ourselves by organizing our lives in a way where we get to the next stage and next step fairly easy. But we also have to brace ourselves for things that we don't know are coming. We also have to brace ourselves from the fact that maybe things are not going to be easy. Maybe they are going to be hard. Maybe what we think is one thing is another. That is another reason we should be bracing ourselves. Or maybe it's the opposite of all this, and we should be bracing ourselves for happiness and laughter, right? Excitement and fun. Like having a great time with our friends, hanging out with your husband or your wife, like having date nights, starting your family, buying your first house, going on vacation, starting that new book you wanted to read, right? Turning that movie on that you haven't seen in a while, getting some popcorn at the movie theaters, right? Getting that burger from your favorite burger place. If it's Five Guys like me, let's go, right? Trying out that new podcast you heard of. Seeing if you can win that Uno game on family night with your family. Maybe we should be bracing ourselves from the good that we can't see, instead of just cognitively focusing on the negativity and the bad. Why are we so unwilling to admit that reality might not be what we think it is? It could be good, it could be bad, it could be happy, it can be sad. It can be any of these things. But we have to be aware of that, and we have to be willing to understand it. Bracing yourself is understanding that we might not be able to control it, but we might be able to be ready for it. That is bracing yourself. And here, as we sit at this kitchen table with these hot cookies in front of us, with the one, we are faced with the fact that we are in this matrix together. And it is up to us, brothers and sisters, to understand that there's no preparation for what's next here. But that doesn't mean we can't get through it. Moving on from red or blue, they're coming for you, the Matrix. Summer never leaves. Oh my God, it's starting to get cold here and I don't like it. September is coming too fast and summer is basically over at this point. And I'm trying to hold on to it. I think I wore flip-flops like 3 times. I never put on sandals. I haven't been to the beach yet. I haven't been to the pool. It has been a crappy summer. I did go on vacation and I did put a bathing suit on. And that was fun. And I went in the water a little bit. But I didn't have like an exciting, like, I can't wait to like explore summertime. And I wish I did. I wish I spent more time outside doing more fun outside activities. We did get to the park. We did do a lot of things when we were on vacation. It was great. But the week went by in the snap of a finger. And I have a little bit of time off coming soon. So I'm hoping to really fit everything into that small time off there. And I'm totally excited about the final days of summer. Now, I like fall, right? I'm not a snow person. Skiing is fun, but winter's not my thing. And I'm not going to lie and pretend like it is. I am going to miss summer. July is my favorite month of the year, and it goes by way too fast. As soon as July 4th is over, basically the month is done, right? That's how I see it. I like July from the beginning to the end, and it's exciting. But then it's over, and it's like sad to me because then August comes and it's basically like, yep, back to September. And then September is, yep, back to November. And November is, here comes the snow. So like living in New England, like I like the nice weather. I don't want it to be cold. I'm not looking forward to putting on a jacket, right? I don't want to get into boots time. Why are we going in that direction? I don't know. Summer, please stay forever. Don't go away. I'm going to miss you. I like the nice warm weather. I like the sun. And also it rained a lot here in New England, and that wasn't fun either. The illusion of life is thinking that it's just time. Life is something that is unexplainable, yet extraordinary all at once. Something that you want to stop and tell everybody about, but then when you stop to try to tell them about it, you don't have enough time to tell them about everything that's happening in it because you have too much to say. That is life. It's something that you can explain, but something that you can't explain all at once. It's perfect yet insane. It's fun yet sad. It's amazing and it's amazing. It's tiring. It's weird, it's unexpected, it's annoying, it's angering, it's fun, it's all these emotions, it's everything all at once. It is. But the best part of all of it is your story is yours to tell. And your moment, in your time is yours. So the illusion of life is thinking that time is something we can control. Because it is something that we can't. We're going to get older. We're not going to live forever. We don't have the power of teleportation. And we don't have the power of stopping time. And we are not vampires. I mean, I kind of wish we were. It'd be fun to eat the world together with my husband. But I guess we can't do that in this lifetime. Maybe in the next one, we'll get to Transylvania and we'll become vampires. And we can just eat through the world together. That'd be a great thing to do as a couple, right? Me, him, and our puppy just eating through the world together. Sucking all the blood out of everybody we don't like. You know, if only we could live forever like Bella and Edward from Twilight. That would be fun, honestly. But that's not how this is going to work. So, the illusion is pretending like we can control the time that we have here, because we can't. Sometimes the pain is what makes us stronger. When you go through an experience and it doesn't go the way you want to, or you got news and it wasn't the news you were expecting, or you thought you were going to get that promotion and and Tyrese got the promotion instead of you, right? Eddie ended up getting that partner deal instead of you, even though you worked far harder in your mind than he did, but he got that promotion. He got that corner office, and he got that, parking spot with the, the power starter in it. You didn't get it, right? You thought you were going to get that chance at that house, or you were going to win the lottery, or all these things were going to happen, and it didn't happen. It's okay, though. Sometimes these bad experiences, the never give up moments, the times when we feel like, what the hell could be next here, those moments lead you to exactly where you're supposed to be. And that's a great thing. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? When you're at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom, and you're crying in the corner, in the dark, in the nothing, in the nowhere, and the never seen before, in the nothing place where there's nothing there and everything is black. When you're there, find a way to take yourself out of that and recognize you're only going to get stronger from there. Seeing in the darkness is recognizing that you're the light in the darkness. Recognizing that you're the path forward. Recognizing that you're the way out. And recognizing that you're the voice in the silence. It's not always easy to do that or be that person, but we have to try. Searching for that feeling of hope. Searching for that feeling of resilience. And searching for that feeling of joy or wonder or energy or inspiration or happiness. Sometimes that's all we have. So let us relish in those moments. Let us relish in those times. Let us relish in this today. Because nothing is promised. No moment can be reneged. Let us take this time to understand that the thing that we might be searching for is something that does exist within us. And we should be happy that we have it. Moving on from the main part of the conversation, let us get to watching things with Star Watch Talk. Star Watch Talk, we watch together. So this new season of Hell's Kitchen, I don't know how I feel about these characters, but I'm really trying, dude, okay? Master of the House looks okay. Who's seen Bodies? I don't know if I've seen that or not. Like, have I talked about it before? I don't know. Quiet Place 2. I really want to watch it again because there's a new Quiet Place coming out, so I think I need to watch all of them. 999, The Painter. What's new on Paramount? Well, the season finale of Mayor of Kingstown just ended. Phenomenal. And there's a bunch of other stuff on there, too, that I need to check. 10 Cloverfield Lane. I think that was a horror movie, and it came out a while ago, and it was really creepy and shit, and I really do think I want to watch that again. This weekend, I have the weekend off finally, thank God, and I really want to go on like a movie binge, so I don't know if I'm going to stop on Paramount to do that or Netflix or something, but I'll get back to you on whatever we find to watch. Moving on from watching to eating, today I had a chicken Caesar salad because the microwave broke at work, so I have to eat like salads or order food out. Fun. A jalapeno popper bowl. So it's everything that would go in a jalapeno popper, but you're making a bowl out of it. And I actually think that sounds fun. White chicken enchiladas. So you're making the enchiladas with the white tortillas, and you're making the enchilada sauce, and you're using chicken, and you're using like green peppers, and you're using lighter veggies here, and you just make it the same way you would make normal enchiladas. You're just using a lighter sauce. Lots of cheese, lots of love, lots of flavor. Boom. Put that in the oven. Let that cook off for about 30-35 minutes. Take it out. Add more cheese. Put the sour cream on. Put it back in for an extra 5. Boom, bam, boom. Let's go. I swear to God, I could eat an enchilada every day. Like, if I could, I would. God, I love enchiladas. They are delicious, especially the white ones. That white queso sauce. Now we're talking con queso. All day, every day. Puerto Vallarta has amazing con queso. Oh my God, I wish I had some right now. Chipotle salmon tacos. So the only difference between these tacos and other tacos is that basically you're seasoning these tacos for them to taste a certain way, right? But outside of making them so they taste a certain way, you're just making sure that you're putting all the toppings in that would normally go in the taco. Now with the fish, you might want to do lettuce, maybe not tomatoes, or you could do like avocados or something very light. And you could literally use like limes for like the juice part of it. Fairly simple, very flavorful, right? Maybe a little bit of cheese, a little bit of lettuce, and then some sort of salsa to go into it. I think you'll be very surprised with how flavorful it could be. You really want to make sure that you like maybe even season the salmon for like a couple of hours or even a day before you put it into the one pan or the air fryer. I think you'll be very happy and very impressed. I don't know. I feel like salmon tacos are bomb, but I like regular tacos. But I like fish tacos too, because they definitely taste different from regular tacos. So I think that maybe we should have like a fish taco night at home. I think I'd be willing to try that. When the quality goes bad, don't go back. There was a recall on a bunch of lunch meats, and I'm just like totally think I'm done with lunch meats at this point. Just done. Like, I don't want to try it. Like, like, you know how many times we've heard about like salmonella or things being wrong with chicken or beef or something? Like, part of me just wants to just alleviate all of that from my diet entirely, because I'm not sure what's in that stuff anymore, and I don't know if we could trust these people. But another part of me understands I don't want to be completely vegan, because I don't know what's in that either. So, like, I'm really, like, I don't really know what to do here. Like, it's very strange. Like, before, I completely gave up all meat entirely because I just didn't want to deal with it. Qudoba. Oh my God. Qudoba was a phenomenal, like, taco place in town. And they closed it and they got salsa fresca instead. And the quality of salsa fresca has just gone downhill. And we will not be going back. We stopped eating at Chipotle and we're not eating there either. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to this Thursday pod of Born to Be a Star. Don't forget that you're a star wherever you are. Brothers and sisters, you, me, us, they, and them. We are not only going to save the United States and Argentina and Mexico and Germany and Ireland and UK and Antarctica and Japan and China and Africa and Australia and every other country you could think of in the world and every planet outside of the world. But we are going to be the light in the darkness. See, brothers and sisters, we are omnipresent like Jesus Christ. We have been here when everything started. We'll be here when everything ends. We are the beginning, the middle, the end, the up, the down, the up, the left, the right, the everything all at once, yet nothing all at once. We have defeated the darkness before, and we will defeat the darkness again. In the end, when it's all over and it's all gone, we will still be here. I dare you to recognize my light because I recognize yours. See your power in the darkness. Together, we are going to change everything, and the darkness can't stop us because we've been here before it began and we'll be here when it is gone. We are the light. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Night, night.